Hello once again, or if you are joining us for the first time, welcome to the Canting Club. This week we have an Italian red, or is it? For this wine is from the Alto Adige. The locals would call it the Südtirol because they speak Austrian as their first language. This is the most northerly point of Italy, high up in the Alps, and indeed it used to be Austrian until about 100 years ago. Most of the wines from here are white, but this is one of their rare reds, made from the best local black grape, Lagrein. Lagrein is noted for its deep colour, and you can certainly see that in this intensely deep ruby colour with a distinctly purple tinge to it. Oh wow. Now, it doesn't just look purple, it smells purple too, of mulberries and blueberry jam. But there's lots else going on in here. It's intensely spicy and herby, or perhaps herbaceous, pine needles and moss and forest floor. The spiciness though, that's allspice, which isn't a blend but a Jamaican berry. It got named in the 17th century when the English thought it combined the scents of cinnamon, nutmeg and clove, with maybe a bit of juniper thrown in. And yeah, that's what we've got. But that's not all. There's a scent here that's hovering between floral and mineral. At one moment I think it's violets, at the next copper coins. And then just to round things off, we've got little notes of leather and chocolate, which are probably from the oak aging. Marvellous nose. Now, although this is fully dry, it's very sweetly fruited with juicy flavours of plum and blackberry. It starts off quite light and soft in the mouth. I was expecting a much bigger wine given that powerful scent. But although this puts on weight in the mouth, it ends up no more than medium bodied. Great intensity here though of pure fruit, which is joined by a black tea quality to it, some definite herbiness there, leafiness, and maybe an earthiness too, reminiscent of beetroot. Great purity, and that earthy quality continues on into the finish, where the juicy acidity battles it out with lightweight but slightly drying tannins. The acidity wins out. And then in the end, there's this little note of lavender right at the finish. I love the way that this has such intensity of berry fruit without great weight. The sweetness and purity of the fruit on this isn't really very Italian. It reminds me more of Austrian wine, specifically the Blaufränkisch, which is one of the first reds we did on Decanting Club over a year ago. That had the same purple colour, the same purple quality to the fruit, the earthiness combined with the purity, and even the spicy nose with that copper coin quality. It's really tempting to think that the two grapes might be related, Blaufränkisch and Lagrein, but I know they're not. I think what these wines have in common is that they're both Alpine reds. High in the mountains, the winters and the nights are cold, which preserves acidity and aroma in the wine. Meanwhile, the rain shadow of the Alps means that the days are reliably sunny, dry and warm. And on these steep south-facing terraced vineyards, the grapes ripen to these intense berry flavours. I hope you like this as much as I do. Cheers!